And the heat wave continues to build. The peak in our temperatures today, 34 degrees Celsius, but we stick with high temperatures for the rest of the week, which means we're likely to see more scenes of this as we head through the coming days.
I don't get it.
So they were showers, but you'll have noticed it was a
Didn't
really
feel like
warm,
showers, felt like proper rain.
a really warm, humid air, and it just brings this convective element. So the warm air rises, it creates these big shower clouds. It was a large area, but they're essentially showers, and there were some embedded thunderstorms in there as well, so some people would have been kept awake by those.
Okay.
But actually, they were bigger and more widespread than we were forecasting, a lot higher. So I think even myself, I went to a barbecue last night, and everyone was like, why is it raining? And I was like, well, there's showers, everyone.
Okay,
oh, no,
all right.
Sorry about that.
Presumably, this is relief for it.
It's not really that
Not enough,
helpful.
is it?
The ground is still very dry, as Nick was talking about. And when you have rain falling in a short period onto this dry ground, it just runs off. You need small amounts of rain probably every single day, making the ground saturated so it can then to the reservoirs where it needs to.
Right.
Short bit of rain for then prolonged dry is really not that helpful. And there's very little wet weather in the forecast. We're sticking with this hot, dry weather. And lots of people are asking, are we in a heat wave? We're pretty much there. So let me remind you what the heat wave thresholds are across the UK. We need 3 consecutive days of these temperatures, 25 in the north, 28 degrees in the south, and it is likely that we will reach those thresholds for many areas today. These are the peak temperatures. Today is the peak in our heat, 34 degrees Celsius, but we stick with this high temperatures for the rest of the week. But let me tell you, over across in the near continent, they are having exceptional temperatures. So it is very hot and sunny and dry for most of us today. Yesterday, there was a lot of cloud across Scotland and Northern Ireland. That's now clearing away. And here are the showers that are just clearing away from eastern areas of England. Then the outlook is drier, sunnier and hotter than it was yesterday. The winds are fairly light, a little bit breezy around these coastal areas. So good morning to you. Temperatures continuing to build right across the UK. The peak in our heat is today with 34 degrees Celsius in London, but the high temperatures stay with us all week long. And in the near continent as well, they're experiencing record-breaking heat waves. For France, for Serbia, they have red warnings enforced. In fact, some records have been broken, all-time records across in the night sky. So just look out for 20 minutes to acclimatise those eyes for the best chance of viewing. Head out after midnight. Now, what's set to happen over the next 7 days? Well, the heat wave is set to continue. Our high pressure blocks those weather fronts and it keeps it settled and dry. So here's how temperatures are looking across the north of the UK. These are the absolute highs for the next few days. We are way above average, but temperatures moderating as we head through the weekend into next week. Percentage chance of rainfall, well, it remains largely dry. There's a chance of some showers tomorrow as the humidity builds, but for many of us, dry, sunny and hot. Fortunes further south for England and Wales as we head through the next 7 days. Again, looking at our temperatures compared to where they should be, this is the average line here. We are over 10 degrees above average. Today, the peak in the heat, it stays hot for the coming days, but moderates into the weekend, and the rainfall remains low. Good morning to you. Temperatures continuing to build. Today is the peak in our heat. 34 degrees our top temperature today. Then most of the country will be in our heat wave conditions, and the high temperatures last all week long, but moderating a little compared to where they are today. Today, the hot, dry, sunny weather is for pretty much all of us. A little cooler around the coast where we have a bit more of a... Now, there's plenty more still to come. You're watching Good Morning Britain here on ITV1. Well, despite it often being cloudy and grey there, it is sunshine nearly wall-to-wall for many of us today. And at the moment, we have temperatures climbing. Today is the peak in our heat for this week. 34 degrees, welcome news for some, too hot for others. Today will officially be in our heat wave. Temperatures stay high all week long, but moderate a little as we head into the weekend. Welcome back to Good Morning Britain. Temperatures are continuing to climb. It's dry, sunny and hot for pretty much everybody today. Cooler around the coast where we have a bit of a sea breeze developing. Yesterday, Scotland and Northern Ireland was cloudy with rain and showers. Drier, sunnier and much warmer here. Temperatures into the mid-20s. For England and Wales, we're looking at low to even mid-30s. Top temperature today, 34 degrees. The peak in our heat wave, but high temperatures last all week long.